How my girlfriend looks at me after a long day. Hey, those round things are called tires, and they go under the car. I'm about to end this man's whole career. Hiccups when they see a hic. Say something smart, Kowalski. If you think about it, in the world of cars, Ramon is pretty much a tattoo artist. When you have to work on Toy Story 2 at home, and end up saving the movie. What I said, let's watch up. What I mean. I said we sad today. Question. Does Lightning McQueen have life insurance or car insurance? 1995 Pixar, what if toys had feelings? 2007 Pixar, what if rats had feelings? 2006 Pixar, what if cars had feelings? 2015 Pixar, what if feelings had feelings? 2020 Pixar, what if bulk people had feelings? Disney Pixar, Soul. Artistically driven Pixar films, shutty marketing, over budgeting, and dumping straight onto a streaming service. Disney. Artistically driven Pixar films. Disney. Why do these films keep flopping? Better keep making sequels. Inside Out 2 is now Pixar's top grossing film of all time. You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Pixar boss doesn't want to do live action remakes, it sort of bothers me. Pixar. Family trip to the zoo. Family trip to the zoo, but it's a Pixar movie. Disney, we want a movie about a vegetable family. Pixar, let's give an onion mom an absolute dump truck. Sit back and relax. The Incredibles way. If you knew nothing about The Incredibles, this would be a horrifying picture. Remember when Pixar used to animate blooper reels for their movies, so the characters were behaving like actors in a movie, and messing up their lines, and even the villains were goofy off screen. Disney Plus live action originals, sequels and reboots. Pixar theatrical releases. Jar. People who don't know. People who know. Remember the Pixar lamp? This is him now. Feel old yet? No one. Pixar moms. No one. Moms in Disney Pixar movies. Cool aunts. Your cool Aunt Molly. Pixar aunts. Roll 34 Pixar aunts. In 1999, Pixar employee Galen Sussman saved Toy Story 2 because she saved the movie on her own computer. In 2023, Pixar fired her. My kids made this lamp for my birthday. This thing would kick the Pixar lamp's ace. Seriously, how the hell did this come out in 2008? Fun fact, the guy in charge of naming movies at Pixar makes over $700,000 per year. He got a $300,000 bonus for coming up with Cars. That guy after naming Toy Story. Pixar in 1995. Friendship can overcome jealousy and envy. Pixar in 2022. Yas Queen Slay be different. What the duck happened? Disney Pixar villains are mid compared to DreamWorks. Faked his own death to destroy a company of a rich man responsible for the death of his daughter. Manipulates a whole kingdom and destroys the life of one kid. Squidnaps kids and steals their scream to provide energy to Monster World. Literally CQ's a superhero gene side. Gaslights his first two friends and textures toys daily. Letter I from Pixar logo looking at a big ace lamp coming down from the sky. Talk radio host kept seaside caller on phone until ambulance found him. I only talked to Chris for half an hour after he revealed he had taken an overdose. You sly dog. You had me monologuing. This is what they took from you. 1995. What if toys have feeling? 2006. What if cars have feelings? 2022. What if women have feelings? Disney Pixar. Turning red. If you watch Cars backwards, it's about an honorable and fair race car who gets squidnapped and put in an isolated desert town, where he slowly turns from compassionate and caring to snotty and arrogant, and goes back to the racing world as a self-centered clocky race car. Pixar moms are thick as duck. Meanwhile, Dexter using his mom's ace as a bike seat. Stairlifts are a trend in 2021. See options today. Pixar employees, can we go home after a 16-hour working day? Pixar, no, I want to see every single fiber on this t-shirt. Disney characters' names explained. Lion in Swahili, no one in Latin. Friend in Swahili, direct pens in English. You the hitman? Yeah. Alright, good. Here's the photo of the target I need dead. I see. This'll be a piece of cake. If you live long enough, you see the same eyes in different people. You think the people who made the brave little toaster felt like 8 jots after they saw Toy Story? Toys? Of course. Oh, kids will love a talking vacuum. Stupid. 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 Everyone. The Tony Stark snap was the most emotional scene in film history. Me, an intellectual. What are you doing? I think the king should finish his last race. Me watching Pixar films, now that I'm all grown up. The tasteful thickness of it. Animator who has backups on her home computer. Pixar accidentally deleting 90% of Toy Story 2. Pixar producers, okay, we got a new movie idea, it's called Rocks. Pixar animators, say no more. When you realize the first Toy Story movie came out 25 years ago. Me calling the mom in the Pixar movie dummy thick. My brother. My friend. My mom upset and wondering why I called the mom stupid. The eye after 22 Pixar films. Oh, duck off you big lamp. Pixar, we give every mom an absolute dump truck ace. You let one and stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. Pixar CEO, remember guys, we work as a team. There is no I in Pixar. Employee, yes there is. Pixar CEO, no there isn't. Employee, writes the word Pixar on a piece of paper and hands it to the CEO. Pixar CEO, oh my god. Employee, yay. Pixar CEO, near dear it with a lamp. 1995, what if toys had feelings? 1998, what if bugs had feelings? 2003, what if fish had feelings? 2006, what if cars had feelings? 2008, what if robots had feelings? 2015, what if feelings had feelings? 2017, what if Mexican had feelings? 2018, what if moms could be heat? You'll mind if we talk about how Pixar managed to put a receding hairline on a fish? Pixar, Andy has to grow up, otherwise it makes no sense. Also Pixar, yeah Jack is still a baby 13 years later, what are you gonna do about it? He's probably thinking of other girls. If the emotions are in Rilla's head and see the world through her eyes, why are their memories shot in third person rather than first person? Showing things to internet friends. Showing things to real friends. Only some people will understand. Honey? What? Where is my super suit? What? Where? It's my super suit. Where? Why do you need to know? I need it. The public is in danger. My evening's in danger. We are talking about the greater good. Greater good. I'm your wife. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get. Pixar can never top this. What Pixar taught me. Friends are for life. Heroes are not about size. Things are rarely what they seem. No ocean is too large to cross for the ones you love. It's not who you are, it's what you do. There's nothing like home. People may die, but dreams don't. Luca is not a guy movie. All guys. Ercole Visconti when he lies about being 16. How do you do, fellow kids? He does exactly what I do, but better. This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded. This one is, but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded. 8-year-old me watching my hamster explode in the microwave. 6-year-old me after the waitress drew a smiley face with ketchup on my burger. Me to myself when I'm trying to watch the opening sequence of Up with a new girlfriend. Careful not to lose your shut. Me explaining why I'm not guy just because I went out as a fairy for Halloween once. My mom. My grandma. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Watch all Pixar movies. Actually do something with your life. Me. Trampoline salesmen hate this simple trick. Ignore gravity for only $8. I'll have a Pixar movie. How original. That is bad. John Lasseter when making Cars 2. Daring today, aren't we? Wait a minute. Pixar be like, I'm about to make the saddest, most soul-crushing movie you've ever seen. Wow, they made Optimus Prime into a real thing. Lightning McQueen didn't win the Piston Cup to be referred to as Optimus Prime, you ungrateful. I was watching Pixar Soul with my 5-year-old nephew, and when they got to the part with the unborn souls in the grate before he said, I remember that place, all the adults just gasped and said, what? And he said, yeah, they showed it in the trailer. Forky is a character who is convinced he's trash and keeps trying to throw himself away, but his friends do their best to convince him he is worthy of love, so I finally feel represented in a Disney movie. I bet if they made Ratatouille 2, it would have been like Ratatouille International, and they would have entered a cookery contest and met chefs from around the world, but they all had different rats in their hats, like a sushi rat and a Guy Fieri rat and a Germany rat called Ratwurst. All podcasts have the same 3 people hosting it. Baby, will you be my wife Wazowski, Mike Wazowski? Linguini is a classic example of big nose Pixar boy, but I never stopped to appreciate how his love interest was a big nose Pixar lady. Those don't come as often. You would never get a Disney princess looking like that. I just noticed Linguini has a tiny beard, what damn. I think my girlfriend's professor makes super suits on the side. The older I get, the more this happens. Where was I going with this? I had a point. Me forgetting that I exist while I'm driving. Remy versus Stewart. If they had a flight, who would win? Remy. I hate this debate. He's a street rat. He would absolutely clobber Stewart with his bare hands. Stewart hasn't worked for anything in his life. Remy knows struggle. Stewart is a little butch. Tom Hanks finally reunites with Wilson. Your girl before and after she gets fed. Please let me in. No. Is this Frozen? Don't let them in. Don't let them see. Be the old man you always have to be. When you open up to your therapist and they pause before responding to you, your stunned silence is very reassuring. Me at the end of a Zoom call getting ready to say thanks guys to prove I was actually on the call. It's showtime. I always found this part of Toy Story 2 so oddly satisfying. Between Coco, Encanto, everything, everywhere all of the time, and turning red, millennial filmmakers are slowly creating an entire genre of fantasy films where parents apologize. Their character design may be simple, but when these guys get sad, everyone gets sad. Film brothers, when you tell them you want to watch a Marvel movie and not a 2-hour animated movie about French culinary culture shown through the eyes of a rat. When you finally get to show your child the movies and shows you grew up on, and they love them just as much as you did. Me fake sleeping in the car as a kid so I can get carried inside. In Ratatouille, 2007, Remy gags at the smell of linguine soup. Rats are physically unable to gag or vomit, which means that the soup was so atrocious, it broke the laws of nature. If Pixar had put Lightning McQueen's mom in the Cars movie. 1995 Pixar, what if toys had feelings? 2007 Pixar, what if rats had feelings? 2006 Pixar, what if cars had feelings? 2015 Pixar, what if feelings had feelings? 2020 Pixar, what if bulk people had feelings? 2022 Pixar, what if Canadians had feelings? Disney Pixar, turning red. Toy Story, Pixar, Good Morning Sunshine. Pixar, this is the finale of the Toy Story franchise. Pixar, this is the third time you've said this would be the finale of the Toy Story franchise. Racing, a complicated spa thriller about lemon cars starting an alternative fuel conspiracy to drive more business into the oil and gas car industry. Racing. My girl says I look like The Rock. What you'll think? That's Mr. Potato Head to you. Monsters Incorporated. I had to wait 12 years to finally get a sequel. Finding Nemo. 12 years. I had to wait 13. The Incredibles. Only 13. I had to wait 14. Wall-E. You guys got a sequel? I'm a grown man. I'm a big adult. The letter I. Pixelamp. Dad doesn't want a cat. Family gets a cat anyway. Dad and cat. Disney does things way better than DreamWorks. DreamWorks has better animation. DreamWorks has better comedy. DreamWorks isn't afraid to be mature. DreamWorks has more creative stories. Most of DreamWorks movies are original. DreamWorks has better sequels. Disney has a castle in its intro. DreamWorks has a dude fishing on the moon. Pixar. When somebody asks you why you're making Ratatouille memes, I'm tired of taking. I want to make things. I want to add something to this world. Me laughing at my sisters when they cry during certain songs. Also me while watching every scene in Wall-E. Pixar dads. Pixar moms. Just when you thought they were dead. Disney Pixar. Toy Story 25. A blue guy named Sully has unique access to a hostile species that maintains the most precious resource in the world. He discovers the species is not what he thought, befriending a young female and eventually fighting against his own kind to protect her. Toy Story 19. We'll always be together. I promise. Andy. No one. The Pixelamp, after committing murder. If Liam Neeson had voiced Nemo's dad, Finding Nemo would have been a very different story. If you watch Wall-E backwards, it's about a small robot who gets sick of dealing with his lazy human overlords and goes home to play Minecraft instead. Me when I watch Ratatouille versus when I see a rat in real life. But I love sports. Dodgeball was the best. I was the fastest one out there. Course, I was the ball. This kid looks like he didn't just hear the greatest joke of all time when in fact he did. That moment when you realize Pixar made the best Fantastic Four movie so far and didn't even use the Fantastic Four characters. One does not simply forget Pishaman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Don't you people realize we are living in our own Here he comes. Nicely done, Pixar. I don't trust you if you think Violet is not the most relatable character in history. Carl and Ellie. Those who don't know. Those who know. Toy Story 1, 2, and 4. Toy Story 3. Toy Story 2 bloopers. Cause Pixar animated bloopers. Animated bloopers. This is why Pixar is greater than everything else. Roses are red. I like to eat fruit. Bro, Pixar thought this was a dog in 1995. One of the most relatable villains ever, not having had a good meal in decades, is bound to negatively affect anyone's disposition. Edna when she sees all superhero capes destroyed. It's so bizarre when animated American films are set in a certain location, and then only certain characters have the accents of that place. It makes no damn sense. Like, why is she more French than the rest of them? In Ratatouille, when Linguini brings Remy back to his apartment and gets all embarrassed and is like it's not much to a rat, That's my level of insecurity. I don't know if anyone else realized this, but Mrs. Parks left baby Jack in the car alone while she went to talk to Dash's principal. Just saying. When you love a series, but hate the ending. After all we've been through. I'm real. I'm just a toy. Kid, Ice, Oompa Loompas. I'm not saying it's the same person, but no one saw them at the same time in the same place. Wait a minute, you left Jack alone. Yes mom, I'm completely stupid. Every conversation with my mother ever. Oh my god, the 10 rules of comedy. 1. Punchline does not mean hit the child. 2. Don't howl at your own jokes. 3. Tentacles funny. Razor sharp claws not funny. 4. Multiple heads should speak one at a time. 5. No claws for tickling. 6. Scared kids don't laugh. 7. Try not to hurt the audience. 8. Always keep sharp spikes in. 9. You won't get a laugh if you don't take a bath. 10. Never let them see you slobber. Cats according to the internet. Favorite aspect of Toy Story is the fact that Ollivander's other toys know that Buzz is a toy but choose to indulge his delusion specifically because it bothers Woody. This is one of the more crazy villains ever bro. He got rejected once and decided to start clapping all superheroes in existence LMROOOO. Jesse, listen to me. Remember your training. But I don't have any training. This is basically what it's like to be an adult.